Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. Episode 6. We're gonna, as I said in the first episode, maybe this is gonna be called the science of a good shit. But this is what we want to focus on for this last one: is how do you make sure your GI motility stays healthy? You're not having any kind of extra flatulence issues you don't need to, and just really kind of make sure that you're on the path toward healthy GI function, because that really can affect absorption. Even things like, rest and sleep. I know a lot of people, Adam, who wake up in the middle of the night and have to run to the bathroom with issues. So when you hear that word elimination diet, because I think it does have a few different connotations, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, to me, it means just eliminating things that you think might be offenders. And typically people will stick to like a FODMAP diet during this, which is just going to be more whole and more processed foods, things that aren't like highly acidic or could potentially cause more GI disruption. But I think a lot of people get the notion that it means you're just going to eat very plain and very simple. And to an extent, that's true, but it's not as bad as it sounds. There's actually a lot of things you can eat that taste good, and you can cook things differently to make them taste good as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So let me start, because we're going to be pulling a lot of things we talked about already during this series into this. And I want to start with some of those more serious things like diarrhea and fecal incontinence, where you feel like you just got to run to the bathroom and evacuate. This is where you do have to just kind of reduce the stress of your GI system. So sometimes that means reducing food intake for a little bit. And a lot of people intuitively do that. When you're having GI system problems, you end up seeing somebody who's losing weight faster because they're just kind of afraid to eat. And so somebody who's got a very, very serious issue with diarrhea, I would say, definitely do that. You may want to go down to 2 meals a day. We already talked about why raw vegetables and things like that just increase those problems, because you just can't digest them and they end up kind of sweeping through your GI system. So that's the kind of person I would say, okay, we need to really back down to maybe just, cooked white rice and, plain grilled chicken breast. And we're trying to reduce fiber because we want to slow down GI motility. And then gradually, once things are calming down, and this could take a few days, then you can maybe add a little bit of, easy fruits. Could be an apple with the skin cut off, things like that. Because again, we're trying to get rid of harsh fiber. Then maybe cooked green beans and things like that. But you're starting from a very bland, simple diet, like you said, Adam, and then kind of building back in. You got to find that pivot point where you're getting enough fiber from the right sources, but not too much. And so that's a good example of an elimination diet. We're eliminating everything and coming down to the basics. But in the case of something like constipation or just excess flatulence, you can do an elimination diet by just eliminating what we think are the biggest offenders. So it may be, let's just take out this and this for a couple of days and see what happens, and maybe we'll nail it. But let's see if we have any success stories. Have you been able to help clients, really just having bad symptoms, and then just you find the right thing, and then all of a sudden everything is rosy?
Oh, absolutely. All the time. And a lot of times it's usually you just see that one thing where you're like, this is going to cause issues. I had a client eating the miracle noodles again the other week. It seems like a couple times a year I'm always taking those out of someone's diet, and they think you're a lifesaver because that just causes so much bad gas and, just bloating. And they tend to eat a lot of them because they think they're free, and then that just makes the problem even worse. They're hard to find because sometimes people don't even log them because they claim to be 0 calorie. Right. And it'll be the last thing on a client's mind to tell you when they give you a food log that they are eating those.
Yeah, and I would say, everybody, one of the things you should do if you're having these issues is send your coach your food logs and just ask them to help. And if they just don't have those kind of qualifications, I certainly think, somebody like me who has had a lot of time, not only researching this in school, but 30 years of experience helping clients through it. Even Dr. Fundero, I don't know how accessible she is with people just piling on questions, but you know, at least I know her and I, two voices in the industry that have the backgrounds to at least point people in the right direction. You obviously, you know, because of your association with us here in our, you know, kind of institutional quality as a company at the Diet Doc. But I hope this whole series helps, guys, all the way back to starting it out with Dr. Fondero's feature interview with me and everything that Adam and I have shared here. You know, this is just one of those critical series. I think this is going to be so important for people to kind of bookmark, have in their back pocket. And if you have GI issues, or you have friends or competitors who do, you know, please share this information. This goes beyond just having an opinion about peaking or nutrition. This is very serious health stuff, and I think everybody needs to know this.
For sure.
All right, Adam, thank you, and we'll see you guys next time in Contest Prep University.